Check it.
What is up, guys? Welcome to another video, and today is a sad day. So anyone who knows Evolution Studios, otherwise known as the people who made DRIVECLUB, essentially their studios were shut down today. Evolution Studios made a multitude of PlayStation exclusives, including Motorstorm and obviously DRIVECLUB. Some of the two biggest racing series in most recent history for the PlayStation side, obviously minus Gran Turismo and maybe Ridge Racer. Honestly, it was one of the only racing exclusives which PlayStation had. And we're going to talk about that in a minute, but firstly, I want to talk about Evolution Studios and kind of the legacy they're going to leave behind. Now, honestly, it's kind of a shame for me. I only really got into DRIVECLUB again recently. I kind of played it a lot at launch, and I've been playing it a lot recently, but I kind of took a bit of a break. And looking back on what the game is now comparing to what it was at launch, it was a mess at launch. The multiplayer didn't work, there were so many components of the game which were just broken. But now, the game was awesome. It's honestly one of the best games I've played this generation, especially racing games. You know, considering that it sold more than Forza Motorsport 5 did, I believe, it's a pretty good feat considering the game was pretty broken on day one. I've mentioned this before and I'll mention it again. Evolution Studios were definitely one of the very select companies which listened to the fans, and that was evident through the way they really tried to pull DRIVECLUB back from launch. You know, they were genuinely sorry and very upset with themselves about how the game launched, and they've obviously tried to rectify that, and in my opinion they have. Not only that, but they've also then went the extra mile to give away some free stuff for the fans also, and overall I think they've just really conducted themselves in an amazing manner. Now, we're going to go ahead and talk about the actual cuts themselves, what this means for PlayStation, and you know the actual racing exclusives which they're going to have in the future, etc, etc. And kind of what it means for the future of PS4 exclusives, and I think it's safe to say, especially for racing games, it's looking extremely sparse. So now Sony have actually come out and said, where possible, we will try to relocate people onto other projects. However, most people have been made redundant, which, if you didn't already know, basically means they've lost their job and they're back out in the open world with nothing really besides, you know, the money they obviously collected from working at Evos. So really, it's pretty sad, to be honest. I didn't really have to cover something so sad today. I wanted DRIVECLUB to live. I wanted there to be a DRIVECLUB 2 in the future. But, you know, especially as 2016 is looking very sparse for racing games, doesn't help that Evolution Studios have now been cut off. But furthermore, what does this mean for us as gamers and consumers? Basically means on the PS4 side of things, we only have Gran Turismo, and that's bullshit. Considering Gran Turismo Sport is not really a full Gran Turismo game from my understanding, it's just kind of a prologue-esque game. It's kind of disappointing to see the best racing game on PS4 go away, obviously exclusives wise. From a racing game's point of view, from a racing game fan point of view, it's kind of disappointing in the way that they've gone around it. It's very sudden, it was very unexpected from a fan's point of view. Obviously we don't know what's happened behind the scenes, but all I can really do is kind of just wish everyone who was at Evolution Studios the best of luck on going on to future endeavours, and hopefully, you know, some of them might start a studio themselves and create something great. Maybe it's a Motorstorm game, maybe it's a DRIVECLUB-esque game, maybe, why not both? Why not, or maybe just something completely new. But that's really all we can say for now. We don't know the specifics of why they've been redundant, and we probably will never know. The sales seem to be pretty strong, so it can't really be to do with anything with that. But as far as I know, or you know, I just want to wish the people at Evolution Studios, you know, a prosperous future. And here's to the future of, you know, those developers who go on to create other games, or, you know, do whatever they do further down the line. You know, whether that's spend time with family or whatnot. So, you know, my thoughts go out to everyone who works there. DRIVECLUB was an amazing game. The Motorstorm series was amazing. I've played both quite a lot. I've always been a PlayStation guy at heart, and I think that kind of shows. But, you know, thank you very much. And that's it for today. So, I will see you guys in the next one. You guys have been awesome. Stay safe, and peace.